Yeah, baby! Hell yeah! At long last, the channel has a link that looks right official. What? I mean, at the time of recording, it may still be taking a bit for this to show up, but once it's fully processed, you'll be able to share the link with your friends without it looking like you're trying to give them some kind of weird Cthulhu virus. I've wanted this for a long time. This is a milestone to truly celebrate. I mean, for one, it makes the channel look a lot more professional, a lot more legitimate, and that is nothing to sneeze at. But more personally, this is like a post-apoc wasteland suddenly sprouting a flower. This is hope, life, sign of growth and potential for the future. And this would not be possible without all of you. And I'm not just talking about the recent benefactors. Firstly, I want to extend my undying gratitude to the 80-some of you who stuck around and remained supportive for a good year at this point. There were many times during that where I was stuck in my head and starting to nitpick apart my own work and wonder if there was even a point to it all, which is of course the wrong question, but I'll get into that in just a second. Fact of the matter is, anytime I wanted to give up, I looked at that number and I thought to myself, that is more than just digits on a screen. That many people believe in you. And you know, that may seem small compared to some of the big channels, but sometimes all you need when you're having a dark moment is just for one person to come up and say, you're validated, you're loved, you're appreciated for what you do, all of that good stuff. And I had 80 of you for the longest time, and I don't ever want to take that for granted. And then, of course, I want to welcome and wholeheartedly thank those of you who just climbed aboard this crazy train. Because, as just stated, I was kind of stagnating for a year with no more progress to show for it, and it was you lot who pushed me over the XP limit to level up. And I would not have gotten there without you, and I do hope to reciprocate the faith you've placed in me and in this channel by generating content good enough to match your expectations. As to that and this process as a whole, recent events have taught me something very important. I devoted a large chunk of my life to this channel for about 2 years, and I gradually got subscribers over time, but after a year, the rate of growth seemed to only inch along at multi-month intervals, and this sudden boom in viewership came only after I put out my new channel trailer as an ad, and that was something I had fought myself on doing for the longest time for a couple of reasons. Like, a large part of it was that I didn't want to be a part of that annoying white noise of the internet, like all those incessant cries for attention and interruptions to one's flow and intended activities and all that. And that's a big part of my mindset. If I can picture myself getting really aggravated by something, I try not to be that to other people. And I wanted this channel to be more the kind of thing that just kind of shows up in your feed one day, that you kind of click because you're bored, and then it just fills a hole you never knew you needed. Because that was the case for a lot of the channels I picked up. I wasn't like anyone told me about it. It just showed up and it looked fun, and I wanted to be more of that. I wanted to be part of that. And the last thing I wanted was to come off as vain, annoying, pressuring, anything like that. And fact is that self-advertisement is still a relatively new process to me, that still does not feel entirely natural at the time, because I have a lot of moments where I don't really like myself that much. So picturing that I even deserve to succeed, that I'm allowed to seek out a pleasurable lifestyle, is still kind of an alien feeling. It doesn't feel like a natural progression of events, not clicking the way it seems to for others. And it doesn't help that I'm working customer service right now, where any rando can feel like it's a God-given right to make me feel like shit at the drop of a hat, erode my self-worth. But again, the growth only happened when I actually put myself out there. Word of mouth will be what carries the channel, all channels, in the end, but that won't happen if no one knows I exist in the first place. It's like Sarah recently stated in Latchkey Kingdom: you have to promote yourself. I don't know why, but imagining the claps made that line seem more earnest, more legit. Well done, Nick Daniel. That resonated with me. I think the trick to remember is that our self-perception is never truly accurate. Like, we're always overrating some areas of our lives and underrating others. So, I suppose the takeaway here is, even if you don't think you're that great, other people do, and will. Because, humans like a lot of weird stuff. Maybe you're the niche, the last puzzle piece someone's looking for to feel complete, and neither you nor they really know it yet. It's Kamina's one line from Gurren Lagann. Don't believe in yourself, believe in the me that believes in you! Or like the recent video from Ninja Sex Party, where Danny is telling his struggling past self, and the nerds of the world by extension, don't you know you're bad as fuck on the inside? Go watch that, by the way, it's the best. In fact, I could spend all day rattling off similar quotes just from the games I've done at this point. But it was one thing to be told that, because we have a tendency to just overbuild scenarios in our head rather than getting a grip and actually looking at reality sometimes. So you really just do have to throw yourself to the winds to really appreciate what that means. So yeah, I just couldn't let this moment go past unannounced and without expressing the full appreciation that it deserves, both as an important goal on my end and as an incredible gift from yours. Again, I don't ever want to take that kind of support for granted. So, TLDR, this is a sign of potential growth for the channel. I am incredibly grateful to all of you for your support, and I'm gonna let this fill me with determination to keep generating as much good stuff as I can for y'all to enjoy. So, thank you all for tuning in. Please comment and subscribe if you want to see future content. And remember, you all have the potential to get good. Peace out.